What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DJ. I know it's been a minute, but your girl is back. And yeah, girl got some stuff to talk about. Well, let's get into it. Please excuse the background, the way I look, and what I got on. It is like 1 o'clock in the morning right now. 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's get into the video. So recently, I realized that in people's stories, I'm the villain. And it hurts me a lot because I love so deeply. Like, I don't understand. I just sit here and ask myself, like, am I unhealed or am I anxious when I care? So after my relationship ended, I saw a narrative being told that I brought trauma into the relationship, that I was insecure and that I was lacking accountability. And instead of reacting, I'm deciding to deflect. I realized that when I'm attached to someone and I really care for them, I don't detach easily. I feel distance, my nervous system reacts. I don't get cold, I get closer. I want reassurance and I want clarity. I want to fix it. It's not me being toxic. That's me having anxious attachment. I'm learning that love feels different when you're regulated versus when you're afraid to lose it. I think that if I just explain myself to people enough, they will understand me. When there is tension, that's when I over communicate. And I don't try to like argue. I just want to be understood. But I learned that over explaining myself isn't clarity, it's anxiety. I also have to admit that when I'm feeling hurt, I will publicly say how I feel. I would express it publicly instead of privately, privately processing it. It's never to make anybody feel bad or feel attacked, but because I'm expressive. I'm learning that just because it feels true in the moment doesn't mean that's how I actually feel. It doesn't mean it has to be posted. Me personally, I like to post the way I feel to feel heard, especially when I'm telling somebody how I'm feeling and it's not being heard. Like, it's like I'm telling you how I feel and nothing's changing, or I feel like the person don't care about how I feel. So I will express how I feel publicly to be heard. I don't give up so easily. So if I see or feel like somebody's pulling back on me or pushing back on me, then I'll fight harder, communicate more, and I feel like I have to try to repair everything. Like I'll be pushing for repair for the relationship. And I'm learning that when somebody emotionally exiting already, then there's no point of fighting anymore. It's really exhausting. Because honestly, it's not going to help bring them back. And that's what makes it exhausting. I love deeply, I love intentionally, and I don't have love at all. I used to think that loving somebody intentionally was the problem, but it's not. The real lesson isn't to love less. It's to love someone who can meet you there. I'm not broken. It's love from a place that sometimes needs security than the other person can provide. I realize I don't ruin relationships. It's just that I'm the type to get in panic mode when I feel like the person I'm with is slipping. Sometimes that panic doesn't look peaceful. And those who know me personally know that I wrote a book, and this book is called A Heart Too Full, Loving in a World That Couldn't Hold Me. My book wasn't about blaming men. It's about explaining how I love. I love so deeply and I communicate a lot. And me fighting for connection. I'm learning that loving deeply requires emotional regulation. The book is about me being misunderstood, being labeled as too much, learning the distance between attachment and love. It's about me loving deeply, me being misunderstood, me begging to be seen. I'm always the one who's caring and the one who always communicates. I love deeply, but left in silence. Me loving someone who couldn't love me back. This story is about me and how I kept loving even when I felt like giving up. And in my story, I talk about the recycled, painful, painful cycles that follow in every relationship I've been in. And I came up with my title because I felt like my heart wasn't too much. It was just for the wrong people. It was too full for the wrong people. On the first page, I wrote that for every girl who loved loudly and lost quietly, you were never too much. You just had a heart too full. At the end of my book, I also added journal pages to where people can write how they feel or something they can relate to in my story or something that they learned from my story. Journal prompts where you can answer the questions inside the story and write how you feel. One, I'm asking, when have you felt unseen or unheard in a relationship? So I added reflection questions. In my book, I also added journal entries by me. In my book, you'll see text messages and prayers and journals written by me. I want to say that I'm not broken, I'm evolving. And I refuse to hate myself for loving so deeply. But I will grow. But I will grow from how I handle it. This is basically my personal journal, but I made it publicly by publishing this book. My book is available on Amazon. The link will be in the description below. I hope you purchase. Thank you.